Our base hungers for power, brother. And there's only one solution. And that's by going nuclear, baby. Hello everyone, I'm Kibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory. Where last time we worked on a huge renovation for our base, so now the top portion looks a lot more spicy. And we'll now have more room to work on more of our mega projects. However though, we don't know which mega project to work on next. Because on our journey now to turbo motors, really we need the radio control units first. And we want to use the alternate recipe, which uses supercomputers in order to make them. So that's one kind of path, is going and making supercomputers. Or the other path is jumping into, oh boy, nuclear power. And getting that whole radioactive debacle underway. And considering our power grid is not super spicy, we definitely could use the power. However, to make the nuclear power plants, we need supercomputers. So it's a bit of a pickle. So I asked you guys what we should do. And overwhelmingly, everyone wanted me to go nuclear. So we're gonna be going nuclear, brother. And if we're going nuclear in game, I want you to go nuclear on that freaking like button and just smash it into oblivion. And while you do that, I'm gonna be waiting for some supercomputers to be made just in this little manufacturer here. Just hand loading the machines, letting this guy rip, and building up our store of supercomputers. So that when we actually get to building the nuclear power plants, hopefully we have a decent supply of them. So we don't have to wait on more supercomputers to be made. But that is long into the future. There is much to do before actually making the nuclear power plants. Because oh boy, has nuclear gotten pretty crazy in this latest update. So, for the nuclear power plants, we need nuclear fuel rods. The nuclear fuel rods are big spice. So we're gonna be going with this alternate recipe that takes 50 encased uranium cells, 10 electromagnetic control rods, 3 crystal oscillators, and 6 beacons to make 3 nuclear fuel rods. This is the most efficient way to go about nuclear, so that's the way we're going. And oh my gosh. Ooh, just this recipe alone is spicy. Making beacons, they're not like terribly hard. They're just annoying to make because they require a ton of different stuff. The crystal oscillators, well, we're making like 260 of them per minute, so that's not a problem. But then the real spice begins with the electromagnetic control rods. Both of the recipes for them, either stators and high-speed connectors, or stators and AI limiters. Yep, not cool, not cool. And even not cooler is these encased uranium cells. So we're gonna wanna use the alternate for them as well. And that's with the silica, quick wire, sulfur, and something else. What is that other thing? Encased uranium cell? What is that? Let's look up uranium. Uranium pellets, so we need these as well. Oh boy. I see liquid, I smell refinery. Okay, so we make these uranium pellets and sulfuric acid by mixing uranium with sulfuric acid. Pop those two together, you get the pellets and a little bit more sulfuric acid. Gotcha. And that's not crazy. This kind of thing has a risk of backing up though, because you get too many liquids, but I think we could figure out a way around that. Shouldn't be too bad. And then yeah, we just run up the production chain and eventually, unlimited nuclear power. Eventually. Right past Kibs? Right. So here's the plan then. For the nuclear fuel rods, we need to make those out of base. We cannot have nuclear stuff in our base, because if it gets stored up and we have a ton of nuclear stuff in here, we just won't be able to survive. We will simply die. The radiation will radiate literally everything and then we go oof. So we're gonna have to find a spot for that. However though, we are actually going to make the nuclear power plants by the base. And that's just gonna be behind everything. So right now, we're making all of our power with these turbo fuel generators here, and all of them make the 40,500 megawatts of power that we're using. And then the rest of the desert, we plan to use for more fuel generators. Like, with all the oil we have in base, we could have about 4 times the amount of fuel generators, and we'd be good. Probably even for the rest of the game, but of course we wanna mess around with nuclear. So now that we're kind of switching up our power, the rest of the desert you see before you will almost certainly all just be nuclear reactors. So nuclear reactors as far as the eye can see. No more yellow sound, just reactors and radiation. And we'll deal with the nuclear waste later as well. But that's all in the future, because right now, we have to travel around the world, finding each of the uranium nodes, determining their purity, and then we have to find the perfect spot to build the nuclear fuel rods. So we're gonna be going on a little bit of an adventure here. Oh boy, and seeing what's going on. So number 1, I know where one uranium node is for sure, and that is over in the swamp. Big ick. Yes, the swamp. I'm so happy we already nuked this place. Ah, it's so much nicer now. Except for the place we're going, because the uranium node in the swamp is actually underground, behind this waterfall. So we're gonna go quickly check in on it. Unfortunately, it's a bit of a bad place. I didn't bring any nuclear hazmat suit or anything like that. Very smart, Kibs. It's okay, we're only popping in for a quick second. Couple spiders wanna pop on by, that's fine. Do we have the Heelys? We do. All right, I'm not even seeing any spiders, so quick run in. Don't worry about me. It's a normal node, perfect. All right, we're also gonna be making the Mark III miners on the uranium node. So that's gonna be 600 uranium ore per minute. Okay, cool, cool, cool. So let's go off to the next node and see what's going on with it. And I'm pretty sure everybody knows about this uranium node, but it's in the cave here in the center of the map. So like right about here, right under here, that's where the node is. So this cave starts here, goes up, around, and exits around here. And yes, right in the middle is the uranium node. And conveniently, our train tracks go right past here. So we'll be able to ship the uranium right out of here right quick, and it won't even be a problem. And because I built the train tracks, I don't even think there's gonna be any bad boys around, hopefully. Yep, it's looking pretty clear. Good, good, good. There's the uranium node we passed by. What is your purity, sir? Another normal node, perfect. So that means we have 1,200 uranium. And was that just me or was there a spider there? Am I crazy? I swear I saw a spider coming at us. Oh, there you are. Thought it was all the radiation seeping into my bones. But no, you cannot survive here, sir. Oh God, he went on my head, why? Oh, now he's farting around, you punk buster. Wait, he disappeared again, what's going on? It must be something to do with my game's render distance? Or the game's just breaking. I don't know. We gotta take this guy out though. Fart all you want. I'm already taking in so much radiation poisoning. I'll probably die anyway. Bruh. Could you not front? Thank you. See, this was necessary. Had to happen. We needed to claim victory over the node. Anyway though, there is only one more uranium node in the world, and it's in a very spicy place. Right in the middle of the map in the worst possible space, right deep in the red forest, somewhere around here. So let's finally go and check that one, and we can get started. Also, we've kind of been preparing for this as well, and we have train tracks that already are coming up this way. They're gonna continue up into the red forest, so we're gonna be good there, bringing a train in. Just clearing the path for it is gonna be a little bit of a spooky time, because the red forest is just full of everything awful you could imagine. Because this is like the end game area of the world. So avoiding all the stinky clouds and everything, we gotta go deep into the core of evil to get that uranium node. So we're just gonna scoot on by here, briefly enjoy some absolutely gorgeous scenery, and then get straight into that stinky stuff of the red forest. Oh boy, boy, boy. I think, okay, we're not gonna look around here all too much. We're kind of getting in and getting out. Oh, there's a drop pod. What? Where's the pod for it? Wait, never mind, I'm distracted. Where's the pod? Hello? Where's the pod? Oh, it's right down there. Oh, hey. Okay, distracted now. Sorry. I need that. I want that in my life. But there's a spider, I saw it. And there's those. Okay, we can just blap them with our pro blapping skills. One more guy over there. Oh my gosh, didn't even need to see him. Okay, what do we need for this? I am 100% certain I never actually claimed this drop pod here. It needs heat sinks. Okay, well, oh, and it needed like 138 power. Okay, we're not getting that one for a while then. We have to bring like the train tracks up here. Okie dokie. Well, at least we know it's there. Okie dokie, though, where is the uranium node? It's somewhere in the center, and we are way off center, so we have to go this way a bit. Oh yeah, I'm smelling it now. Pretty sure it's right down here. No, it's right down here. Yes? No, that's a river. The river goes down into a different biome area. That's just a spicy rock, nothing to really worry about. Now I'm kind of getting confused. Where is it? I thought it was right around here. Oh, wait. Ah, ha, 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 ha. There you are. Hiding sneakily over there. Gentlemen, goodbye. Let's go visit. Oh my God, okay, quick visit here. Normal node, that's 600 freaking uranium per second or whatever. Why are all of you hanging out here? Do you guys like the spice that much? Oh my gosh, game just don't collapse. Easily done. Not easily done. There are like 6 spiders here. We're taking them all. Like with the other node, we must claim our land. Blah, 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 blah. That's right. No, nope. Where's the last one? Friend, why do you do this? Oh, there's more. What? It's not paying attention. We're not paying attention to him. One at a time here. Hey, wacky stick time? It is. Witness me. Now you, what is wrong with you? Have you considered, okay, he's not a physics-based being. It does what it does. Okay, and it's so glitched out it can't even hurt us, so we just take the spice damage and take it out. Excellent, node secured, the world is ours. Where exactly are we? We're right there. So checking things out, there was the cave entrance over here, and the uranium node was somewhere about there. There's a uranium node on us here, and there's a uranium node over here. So it's kind of like some type of Illuminati triangle. Right on. Well, what do we need to do with the uranium? We need to make those pellets, right? Pellets. Cool. And the pellets need the sulfuric acid. Well, how do you make sulfuric acid? Probably with sulfur and water. You better believe it. Okay, so we'll need a little bit of water and sulfur. So checking the map again. Looking at our unholy triangle. Bop, boom, bop, boom. There is the water right here. That's pretty handy. Okay. But unfortunately with this water here, there's no sulfur around it. So we'd have to bring sulfur in by train. However though, if we built somewhere else that had a lot of sulfur, then that would make life a little bit easier for us, right? Well, there's this pond up here. This is pretty good. I know we're getting a ton of sulfur over at this train station, so maybe we could like reroute it over here. I know there's a ton of sulfur down here, up on this cliff. Okay, you know what? Yep, I've kind of already convinced myself. This seems to be an exceptionally good place. And yeah, the only other place we'd consider making the pellets would be like just the waterfall above here. And there's no point in that. This place is much easier, ton of space to deal with than this area. Okay. And yeah, that seems like the perfect idea then. So we'd have one of our trains from our main train line going up over here. It would bring in all of the items we need to make the nuclear fuel rods, like the crystal oscillators and stuff. Then, I suppose we'll make another train line that's detached from our main one, gathering up all the uranium and bringing it over. We might just make 3 separate trains for that. And then there's all the water we need to make all of the sulfuric acid because it's a giant lake. Yeah, I think we're checking all the boxes. That is the plan. Cool, let's rock and roll then, eh? And fortunately for us, we already have that train track that's right into this biome here. And the place where I wanna build is just down over here. Yes, this beautiful, beautiful lake that will completely irradiate and destroy with our industry. It's perfect though. There's a little bit of oil over there. We could use that to make the plastic for the electromagnetic control rods. There's sulfur up over that way and over that way. Yep, I think this is the play. All right, autosave. Save this beautiful image in our screens, in our minds. And we can get started. All right, so moving and grooving. Got the Chu-Woo Express, our project train, all straddled up with stuff, and I have moved the track over this way. So now we have some way to get over here and send our project train back and forth so we can get all of our supplies. Cause yeah, this is gonna be a huge project. Like we are easily gonna be able to see it from the base, I'm sure. Oh yeah, like this whole lake, or at least half of it, is gonna be completely covered up with just refineries, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, last time I went about this, in our first playthrough, it was already a huge ordeal. So I expect this one's gonna be even crazier because we're gonna be using 3 uranium nodes and all the alternate recipes. So I got a plan together here where the train's gonna come in this way. We're gonna go straight and kind of where we had that autosave, I've cleared the land and we're gonna have a train station there. This train station that's gonna be in this location is gonna be bringing in all of the constructed items because we're not gonna be making everything on site. So for the uranium, yeah, sure, even for any other part, there's a ton of other stuff we need, right? Like the silica, the quick wire, and then there's the encased, what are they called? Oh yeah, electromagnetic control rods, yeah. Which need a lot of high tier stuff, and we're not gonna be making everything here. We're gonna have one train that's coming on our main train line, dropping off that stuff here so it all gets processed. That way not everything's in super irradiated land, and then life is a little bit easier. So yeah, train station here, we'll start making the platform about here, and then all of the nuclear stuff will go on in this zone. And then we'll have to have a separate train coming from somewhere, I'm not sure exactly where, but that's bringing in all the nuclear material. So we'll have the train that goes up here. We'll probably scoot by the swamp and then come up this way. And then we'll have another train that just comes from the swamp area down directly here. And this will be its own completely disconnected track. Like it's gonna be full of uranium. Dude, if we have that on our main train line and we're just riding around on our project train, suddenly, Chernobyl. That would not be a very good time. So those have to be their own separate thing. Alrighty, so continue the trek all the way down here, and we have our station ready to go. And check out the name. We're gonna call it Chernobyl. Like Chernobyl, except with the trains that go chew. Okay, I love it. We're keeping that, by the way, 100%. Too good. Also, I had a very good plan for how to go about this, but since we need, for the sulfuric acid, we need a lot of water. I decided we're gonna make the platform for the whole factory pretty high up. So this is, yeah, you know, about a bean and a half of height. So we should be able to fit in the water extractors underneath our platform here. That way they're hidden, then we don't have to deal with as many like piping beams, and we're good to go. Though I got some bad news. I got some real bad news, actually. How do I put this? So, in the game, whenever you put something down, it uses a little bit of memory, okay? So every single item, maybe it's like 1 kilobyte of memory space. Unfortunately, after enough time and enough stuff being put down, the game is like, bruh, what have you done? We don't have the memory for this. And it starts to act a little spooky. So it's been like 600 hours, and we've built, you know, a fair share of things and stuff. And I started to notice some of these spooky issues. Mainly just the game like randomly crashing. So that has me a little scared. Like it could like ruin our entire playthrough kind of thing. So yes, how we're gonna move forward from this is a little weird. Initially, I wanted to make a nuclear power plant that used all the nuclear material in the game and be like as efficient as possible. So from all 3 of the normal nodes, we could get 1,800 uranium. And then from there, we just find out how many nuclear power plants that was. But if the game's already starting to kind of crash right now, and we don't even have supercomputers, well, suffice to say, I'm a little spooked out. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring all the uranium here. We're gonna make all the sulfuric acid and all of the, what are they called again? I can never remember. We're gonna make all the pellets we can. And then we're gonna leave the pellets and the sulfuric acid be. As for like the rest of the stuff for the fuel rods, where are they? There they are. We're only gonna make enough of these things to fully utilize 1 nuclear node. For now. If the game gets updated with some optimizations, we can expand on it, but yeah, we can't do that for risk of losing everything, because that would be bad. Yeah, so that's kind of the news there. Hopefully update 4 has some optimization patches and stuff like that, which will help things out. But until then, we're gonna go pretty basic with things. Also, the build we do here is not gonna be super detailed. Like usually I like to make a cool building around everything, make it look all pretty and stuff, but if making it pretty means we can't play the game, well, the choice is pretty obvious there. At least with the nuclear stuff, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. So next up then, moving on to the project, we need sulfur to make all of the acid, and hey, we also need the shiny balls. Come here, friend. Thank you. And yes, for the sulfur, I've calculated things out. And with the sulfuric acid, we actually need to check this in like a refinery here. There we go. So the math works out that we need 2,160 sulfuric acid in order to use up all the uranium. So that's about 21.6 refineries. All right, cool. So 21.6 refineries times the amount of sulfur here, so 50 times 21.6 equals 1,080 sulfur, which is actually not bad at all, because we have the 2 sulfur nodes pretty much right next to the plant here. So for 1 sulfur node, we have a normal one right here, and that's right next to this train station over there. Cool. And then we have another sulfur node way in the gas cloud there. Both of them are normal nodes, so that means with them fully overclocked with Mark II miners, we have 600 sulfur per minute. But if we upgrade them to Mark III miners, well, guess what? We'll have the 1,200. So more than we even need. So that's what we're doing. Our first Mark III miner. Buddy, you look thick. That's just because we gotta get those turbo motors in there, and they are those spicy boys. But it's super worth it, because we now have 600 sulfur per minute from a normal node. Like, dude, so good. So we're gonna have to do that with the other sulfur node, literally straight ahead of us. And then, oh, doggo. And then, sorry, we'll bring all the sulfur back to our production area over that way. which isn't too far at all. What? Where did it come from? It sacrificed itself to destroy me and try and save the environment. I can't believe it. How did it know? Why did it spawn here? They can't spawn near things that have power. What? What? Oh, you foolish animal. Foolish animal. Foolish animal. We'll get back there, you see. And there's no stopping our nuclear progress. Nothing can stop us unless the world itself collapses. All right, though. I'll bring over some more turbo motors. We'll get some belt work done, and we'll get everything organized here. Yes, nothing can stop the march of progress because now the sulfur is rooting and scooting to where it needs to go. We have this huge bridge here that's bringing all of the oil back to that train station, so you know what? I just doubled it up. It's like, hey, why don't we transport the sulfur as well, just in the other direction, huh? Huh? Better believe that was a good idea. So, grab the sulfur from over there as well. Everything's heading over on this bridge. 1 second, look at all that fog. It's too spooky. Fog 0, thank you. And yeah, this just heads over on this bridge all the way back over here. And eventually, it goes off of this bridge and onto our new work platform, where we have some of our new refineries set up and where all the spice is gonna take place. And what do we gotta do with these refineries? Well, we need 21.6 of them. So I managed to get 6 here. Yeah, so we got 12. And that means we need another 10. So we'll have to expand this platform out a bit. This is kind of a weird situation though, because with each of the refineries here, each of them makes 100 sulfuric acid each. So we can only combine the outputs of every 3 refineries, meaning we're gonna have pipes of acid just going everywhere, dude. Everywhere. Inputs though will just be fine. That'll just be like overflow with the sulfur here. And then 6 times 5 is 30. So 6 times 50 is 300, meaning if we have 2 rows of 6 here, we'll need a 300 pipe of water going into these 6 and another 300 pipe of water going into these 6. Then the next group of 5 will be a little funky, but we'll just have to mess with a couple overclock numbers and then it should be okay. So let's just extend this platform out a bit. Then we'll start building our refineries just over here. We'll leave a little gap in the middle because that's where I want all of the sulfuric acid pipes to end up. So yes, this will be pretty dandy. So yeah, after piping things together, it's actually totally fine because all we end up with is 8 outputs with 1 being funky. We just need this one set to 60%, then we have 2,100 left, and 21 divided by 7 equals 3. So pretty much all the math worked out for all the rest. Yeah! And we have perfect 300 pipes, except for this one, which just has 60. Cool. So after the sulfuric acid, that's pellet time. I actually remembered this time, I'm so good. And the thing with the pellets is A, we need the uranium, and B, the system needs to reflow into itself because we make the pellets with the sulfuric acid, but then we still get sulfuric acid out of the equation. So it's a little spooky. Like, this acid could build up and clog the whole system, so we need to reflow the acid we're producing and the acid that's coming out of the output back into the same system. Luckily though, how I've calculated this thing out is with the 2,160 sulfuric acid we're making here, everything should be fine. I've taken into account that extra spill off that we create, and yeah, hopefully it does work out. So let's go ahead and make that system. How many pellets are we gonna need now? Well, 1,800 divided by 5? No. How many refineries will we need? Let's see. Please don't be more than 20. Please. Okay, that's good. The numbers are big, meaning the refinery amounts are small. So 1,800 divided by 50. Okay. 800 divided by 50. I had a dream. I had a dream. Okay, so we need 36 more refineries. Cool beans. Well, I'll extend the platform out some more and we'll get those going. So another 36 refineries, what of it, right? What of it? They're all hooked up, they're all ready to go, ready to make those uranium pellets. We have a system here of 36, so I split them into 6 sections of 6. And they're really weird. There's still a lot to figure out with them. But right now, the output sulfuric acid, which can clog up our system, re-enters the system back here and kind of goes into this refinery. Whoops, that's not set right. There we go. And the refinery beside it, and then off to the rest. And then at some point also in this system, we'll have the sulfuric acid that we're producing enter as well. So I'm hoping everything works out. It's a little weird though, because all of these refineries here are gonna end up producing 120 sulfuric acid per like system of 6. So in total then, that's 120 missing. Each system of 6 needs 60 times 6. 360 sulfuric acid per system. Yes, aha. So I'm hoping we can just connect the 300 pipe to each set of 6, and we might have to do some like pipe load balancing to see how things work. But this is the general idea right now. As for the actual proper output, the pellets, we just break those down onto 2 belts. It'll be 600 pellets per belt. And then we figure out what to do from there. Probably head up to the next floor and start some production. But refinery-wise, we should be done for now. And also, I think we're gonna be done with this project for now as well. It's been a bit of a headache. There's a lot more calculations to do. And once we start bringing in the uranium and making this all radioactive, it's just gonna become even crazier. However though, if you guys enjoyed, again, please remember to leave a like, and also, if you've ran into the crashing issue yourself and you have any potential fixes, please let me know in the comments below, because that's a big spook. But for the time being, we'll keep on moving on. So for now, have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.